Okay, welcome to my demonstration on how to create a simple calculator in Adobe Flash. I'm using a little old version, CS 5.5. However, there is not much difference between the latest one, Animate CC, and what I'm using right now. So I have created a new file using Actionscript, and right now I'm on the stage. So what I do is I create a text tool, but ensure that you have input text in the properties. So let me create two windows to get, two text fields to get the input, one for number one and the one for number two. Okay, and I need to name them. Let me say this as input one and this as input two. So remember these names, we will be using this in the action script. Let me label them. For that, again, I need the text tool, but this time I use the static. So I call this as input one. This is just a label. Call this as input 2, and I need 4 buttons to have the basic arithmetic operations. This can be taken from the common libraries buttons. So let me use some bar buttons. So let me keep 4 different colors. So blue, and then brown, and gold, and then green. Alright, so let me close this common library. We don't want that now. Now I create another text for output. So again, one more we need with the input text. This is to type, display your okay. So this is supposed to be, and now let me keep it as dynamic because this is output. The user is not supposed to enter anything, so let me keep it as dynamic. So I can keep it a little center. Okay, done. So we'll keep this instance name as output. Let us edit these buttons. I want to have this for add, and then I want to have this second button for subtract, third one for multiply, the fourth one for divide. Okay, so we've got the interface ready. Let's write the actions. We need to declare variables. So let me declare 3 variables. We have number, so I have 2 inputs and then 1 output. So number 1 and number 2 will take the input, and then the result will display the output. Okay, so let me write the code by adding the code snippet, the event handler, the mouse click event. So we know that we have created 4 buttons, but still we have not named it. So let's go and name them and come back. So in the instances, let me give this button as add underscore, or let's say add btn, and then this one subtract btn, and then this one multiply or multi btn, then this one is div btn. So the 4 buttons are named now. We'll now go back to the code. We need to include this mouse click event. So we need to insert here the instance name. This is say add btn insert. So what we need to do is, when it is inserted, we need to display the output. So let me call another function add to number. Okay, so let me expand it here. Add to number. This is a function, right? So this is a function add to number, and this returns nothing. Okay, now what I do is I take these 2 numbers from the input text. So num1 will be converting a number. I mean this input 1 dot text will be converted into a number and then stored in number 2. The second one is from input 2.txt, and then we have the result, right? So we need to add the result by adding num1 and num2, and then again this is a number. This has to be converted into a string if you want to store that into output.text, which is equal to string of result. That means converting the number to a string and then storing in the output.text. Alright, so let's check if this works. Let me save this as calculator. Check if this is working. There's a couple of mistakes, but probably the spelling mistakes. So we have to check if the name is correct. Is it capital I? Okay. So there's a spelling mistake here. It's supposed to be text. Okay. I think this is a capital O. Okay. So there's a small issue with the font. Let's check if it doesn't work. So then we need to embed the fonts. So what you do is go to the properties and then just click on this embed and just click OK, and same thing you do for this also. So now let's check if it's going to work. Yes. So still it's not taking the input. Alright, so again I need to check if it's properly embedded. let me put all and just say okay. Again all. Okay, I'm running it again. Yes, now it takes. So add, so I'm getting the result. So let's quickly cook up the remaining part of the code. It's very simple again. Go to the Actionscript window and just do the copy paste. Only thing is rename the button and the function name to ensure that. So we have sub button. Let me check if the names are okay. And this one is function 1. Keep it as function 2. And again rename it here as well. And instead of add to number, say subtract to number. And do the same thing here. And also the calculation, take the difference. Alright, so then I do the same. Okay, so now we have to add the remaining pieces of code. This is multiply button, and the function could be f3. Same thing goes here, and I say this function as multi two numbers or ml, and the arithmetic operation is multiplication. Again, paste the same thing and just say div button, and here is f4. Again, this is f4, and this is divide two numbers. Again, this one the same, divide two numbers, and just use this. Let's check if there is any error. Okay, so I think there is two naming mistakes. Let's quickly check in the stage. Yeah, let me check the properties. So what's the name I gave it to this button? Small s, capital multi. It is multi div. Okay, sub is small s. So this is the problem if you don't follow the naming convention properly. So this is sub small s, and here this name is multi btn. I'm sure everything is right. Yes. So I'm entering two numbers. So let me multiply. Yes, I'm getting the right number. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching.